For me personally, it wasn't something I anticipated, so it was a lot of shock and disbelief. But then when the realisation came through that this was the path that I was taking, it was really hard. I didn't know where I stood, where my financials were, how I would survive all of this personally, and I was really anxious that I just wouldn't get through it.
So lots of people ask me when I tell them I'm a divorce lawyer if it's a really grim job to have, and it's cases like Steph's that really make you realise that it's not grim at all. We get to see people at the worst point in their lives, but we also get to see them at some of the happiest moments, because when they come to us, they're lost in a fog, they don't know what direction they're heading in, and it's a bit like that when they've got off the waltzer at the fair and things are still spinning around. We just help give them that little bit of focus, grab their hand, help them take those few steps at a time, and we get them to where they want to be, and we reintroduce them to who they were before things fell apart.
It feels wonderful. A time that I couldn't quite imagine a few years ago. So it's really great to feel that this is mine, it's over, and I can now have a path moving forward. What I liked and loved about was that you gave me a step-by-step plan. As you will know, when I came, I really didn't know what I was doing, and it kind of gave me a focus to go to this step, then the next step, and taught me through everything all the way through. So we always had a plan, and there was no surprises, if you like. Extremely important. Someone who can make you feel where you are is okay to be, and it's okay to say things that perhaps you've not had an opportunity to say and discuss in an environment where what sometimes can be quite tit for tat. It was really important to be able to have that opportunity to explain where you were feeling and to listen to how you were feeling without always necessarily having to have the black and whites that might need to be enforced within the divorce process. No way I could have done this without anybody helping me understand where I could go. It was not possible for me.
When Steph came to see me, I remember she had had a different lawyer. That lawyer hadn't really been very good at putting in place any sort of strategy or direction. There was no target, no arrow to point towards. And so when you're sitting there with a person who's getting divorced and you say, well, just off you go, don't give them a place to head towards. There's no. It's like trying to find your way to a holiday destination with no map.
Yes, I am. I'm here. It's mine. Dawning, it's realisation. I feel like a huge weight has lifted, and I've got a future that is mine, that I'm in charge of. So yeah, I'm really happy.
What it was that was important to her, having security, having stability, not being in a position where anybody can take anything away from you again, not being unsure about anything, not having to worry about whether somebody can take away your house. Those are the things that really matter to people in Steph's position. And it was almost 2 years ago now, but we're now in a position where she knows everything she's got is hers. Nobody can ever take it away. Nobody can come to her and say, I gave you that, because it's hers. She's worked hard for it. She's fought hard for it.
I would say that you were extremely caring towards me and made me feel that I was I could get through this. I really felt that you were on my side. I felt that I had clarity around where I was going and what needed to be done to achieve this end. And you were always available to, if I had a hiccup or a down moment, then there was always someone to kind of scoop me up and go, it's okay, on we go. When everybody has those moments, but it was really important to have that human touch. I feel I really felt that, you know, you were that person.
And this is the reward now, to be able to sit in her home knowing it's all mine, and knowing that she'll be okay for the rest of her life, never having to be reliant upon anybody or anything again. It's just her, which is great. It's a great foundation to be able to move forward from.
I couldn't, as I say, I couldn't quite work out where I was going, but just to take that one step ultimately gave me, you know, the outcome that I wanted. But you always had the focus that we would get there at the end as well. It was always like, we will get there. And, you know, when perhaps I didn't have the courage to face up into some of these things, you were like, no, we can do this. We can do it. You can do this. So that was really, really important for me.